Hey guys, thanks for joining me in this cook and clean with me. Today I will be showing you how I prepare a delicious Cambodian dish which is also popular among other neighboring countries. It's called Loc Lac, which is better known in the West as shaken beef. I serve this with a lime juice based dipping sauce with a side of jasmine rice. I will also be making a school lunch for my 7-year-old and then cleaning the kitchen afterwards. If this sounds good to you, let's get started. Let's start off first by making the lime juice dipping sauce. In this bowl, I already have some minced garlic, salt, black pepper, and sugar. Then I'm going to add some lime juice. The recipes will also be in the description box. Now I'm cutting up some red lettuce into bite-sized pieces and layering it onto a plate. I will then slice up some sweet onion and set it aside as I will be lightly sautéing it before adding it to the plate. I'm also slicing up a tomato and arranging it on the perimeter of the lettuce because the sautéed onion will be going on top, and I'm trying to avoid wilting the tomatoes too much from the heat. I usually use 3 tomatoes, but the other 2 were too soft, so I only have the 1 this time. Moving on to the beef, I like to freeze the beef for about an hour or so that I can cut thinner slices. I'm using a top sirloin fillet and recommend using a tender cut. I also suggest that you cut the strips smaller than what I have here. I'm just not good at cutting meat, and these 2 to 3 inch strips were a little too big, so make sure you cut them a little smaller than I did. You can definitely season the meat when you cook it, but I like to marinate for a few minutes beforehand. In the bowl, I have some sugar, salt and black pepper, soy sauce, and bouillon powder for extra flavor. I'm drizzling the pan with some avocado oil, which is my oil of choice to use for pretty much everything. Then I'm going to lightly saute the onions for about 3 minutes to soften them up. I'll then transfer the onions on top of the lettuce. In the same pan, I'm adding some more oil and garlic to cook the beef in. At the end, I will add some cornstarch and water to make it a more saucy consistency. It kind of reminds me of Swedish meatballs, which sounds really good right now. The beef will then go on top of the onions. Here's what the final dish looks like. You can also find this photo along with many other food photos on my Instagram. You would just eat this by first layering a piece of everything onto some lettuce and then dipping it into the sauce. I like to use chopsticks, but feel free to go full on Asian and use your hands. After dinner, I'm going to make a school lunch for my son Logan. I like to pack lunches the night before so that I don't feel rushed in the mornings. This lunch is going to be super simple. It's just a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with some salami on the side, raspberries, and these Ritz cracker chip things, which are super tasty. For his drink, he's having a Capri Sun, and the grapes and yogurt tube are for his snack time. Here's another Instagram photo of the lunch. If you guys want some more lunch ideas, go check out my Instagram. Now it's cleanup time. This is what is left of the Loc Lac. I pretty much ate it all to myself and have a few pieces of meat left over, which I'll put in the fridge. I already washed some dishes and wiped down the counters and stove before I started cooking, so this is going to be round 2. I'm just one of those people who needs clear space before I can make another mess in the kitchen. I have a separate sponge to clean the sink with, but since this white one that I use for dishes is begging for its last day, I'm just going to use it one last time to clean the sink and then toss it. now I'm going to be wiping down the dining table. These placemats are from Amazon and they are so amazing. I just washed these in the sink and then let them air dry in the dishwasher. Thanks for joining me today in this cook and clean with me. If you enjoyed these types of videos, please be sure to give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!